Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I'm coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we are continuing our journey in our Renault Magnum Premium, hauling 36 tons, just seeing how the high-end truck works, and a quick peek here at our truck and trailer so that you can, you probably see, you saw it last episode, but we don't need our lights on anymore. Here's our truck. And, our trailer. Trailer's actually pretty short for hauling that much weight. So that's actually got kind of cool. Oops. Okay, I forgot which button puts us back into the truck. Oh, and we're actually down 6 gear for whatever reason. Now again, we have to be really careful because of the Magnum's lack of a better chassis. And as becoming tradition with my game, we got to get a look at the dust coming off the wheels, because I still think it's like really cool. Alright, that's enough. So already suffering a bit on this climb. In 9th gear at 37 kilometers per hour and actually starting to drop. So this makes me worry. Eighth gear and still dropping. Seventh gear at 20. That's rough. That's rough. Braking a little too hard there. Getting a little confused on the gears. Can you tell? Alright, that's a little bit of an issue. That side view with the mirror there. But there we go, that's good enough. Always like this part of the journey, the more countryside, the farmland, the wheat field, the going way too fast for this corner. Struggling up the hill. Sheesh. Why can't I ever get a load that goes the other way here? It'd be really cool. Yeah, I really... that corner made me really damn nervous. That's all I can say. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so far over. Okay. Now we wait as we slowly drift forward, because I'm not paying attention and don't have my brakes set. I shouldn't roll too far forward because this is where we ended up last time with the endless traffic. And lo and behold, we may end up here this time too. With the traffic perfectly spaced out. Wait, maybe the game's logic kicked in. And we're going to catch a break. Alright, that's cool. You can go. Oh, great. Now I can't see it all. Alright, he's going to let us go. That's cool. Of course, he's going to flash his lights at us again. And again. And here are our speed bumps. Always like to watch going over the speed bumps outside. Right. One more. Sorry for the poor camera maneuvering. You really can't help that. Sometimes I just like lose the ability to think properly. You know, despite it being like continuously seeing the same couple roads, this is honestly a good test of driving these trucks hauling a heavy load, because you meet the varying conditions of the map. You know, hill climbs, downhills, sharp corners, you know, sharp S-turns, on ramps, off ramps, speed bumps. You know, you meet all kinds of stuff in terms of driving here.
Sorry.
So I actually enjoy this particular drive, even though it's getting a little repetitive, just because it's a good test. You know, highway curves, city curves, NES curves, the speed bumps and all that, like I said, it's a really good test of how these trucks will perform under these varying conditions all along one road. And I'm drifting way too far over because I am scared about tipping. And if I'm scared about tipping, what I should do is slow down, not try and soften the corner. And we're good. Always forget about that one. I always forget. Never fail to forget. Oh, there it is. There it is. God damn it. 1% to the truck, that's all. I'd like to get one game in without hooliging the truck. Yeah, right. I honestly thought I was okay. Honestly thought I was. And I guess in a way it's kind of a benefit to showing where the truck's going to go over, because it gives you an idea of where the truck's limits lie. I suppose. But I'd really rather not, if I'm going to be straight with you. I'd really rather just not go over at all. But again, like I said, it does give you an idea of where the truck's going to tip. So I'm not sure how fast I was going, but you can go back and look and see how fast I was going. Wrong gear. See how fast I was going, and you know, you can see, okay, if I'm hauling this heavy a load, oh my. If I'm hauling this heavy a load, vehicle crash? What the hell? 4% to my trailer. Well, I was in the wrong lane, so I suppose you could get me for that. But it's not my fault that the son of a bitch was going too fast and hit me. I'm pretty sure if I was in this lane, it wouldn't have mattered either. He probably would have hit me as well. You're the bastard that did it, aren't you? Shit. Alright, so here comes our climb, and to say I'm not looking forward to this is an understatement. I would akin my enthusiasm to this as about as enthusiastic as somebody standing in front of a tornado, hoping to experience a slight air current. Sixth, maybe. Just trying. Like 6 gears going to be our climbing for this one. Although it could start dropping here because, yeah, it's going to drop. Because it gets steeper. This last part. Much to say, really. I know the lapse in commentary is a little disturbing at some point, but, or, you know, it's like, you really shouldn't be quiet, but I was really just kind of concentrating a bit and evaluating how the truck's performing. And, well, I'll let you guess my take on it if I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't see a point in shifting gears here. Not yet. I mean, I suppose this is more akin to how a real truck climb would do, but still. Still, it's very disheartening because I love the Renaults, really I do, especially the Magnum. You know, I love the Magnum. I love its look. I love its interior. I love its sound. But in terms of if you don't mod an engine in for it, I let the RPM get too low. Yeah, but in terms of if you don't mod an engine in for it, and even a chassis, it's going to suffer under heavier loads, maybe even 25 tons, you know? I got my high beams on somehow. But we're not too far away from our destination now. You know, we've kind of got that out of the way. So we're 200-ish kilometers out. We're making good time despite the climb issue. We're making a good haul, and we've got some nutball in another truck actually passing us. You don't see this too often. Careful. We've already hoolied once on this trip. I'd rather not follow that up. What they really need to do, and I don't know if there's a mod out there for this, if there's not, somebody should mod it, is make this more how trucks work. I shouldn't have to set the retarder, Jake brake, call it what you will, to come on or off, you know, automatically, or if I decide to put them on keys and do it myself, I shouldn't have to constantly press the key to make it stronger or weaker. What should be done, or you know, that I suppose I can adjust it. What should be done is there needs to be a really easy program into this game that all trucks and all buses have, and I should know this because I drove CDL buses, and that is when you come off the gas, your retarder automatically kicks in to help slow you down. And then when you hit the gas again, it turns off, allowing you to accelerate. When you come off the gas here, you're just coasting. The retarder doesn't truly kick in, despite the fact I have it set to automatic. So that is rather annoying. You know, I could again get finer control if I keyed in for the retarder. So that is rather bothersome, that my retarder does not automatically come on when I let off the gas. It does not automatically shut off when I push the pedal down. Slow down for this corner. And slow down even more. Matter of fact, leaving down a gear. Actually, I gotta turn here. So hopefully they come out with Euro Truck Simulator 3. Or right now they're actually working on American Truck Simulator, I think. What they need to do, in my opinion, if I'm to be 100% honest, is they need to make that a reality when it comes to the retarder. That means the train's coming soon, or is that just how they come on? Ow! Okay. Now last time, it actually flashed white for a while. 6% to the truck. Hey, why not? Oh, man. I'm so terrible at this sometimes. It just started flashing and the thing immediately came down. That bothered me. Because last time I sat there and actually looked at that, wondering if they were going to come down, and then I just drove across and had plenty of time to make it. And this one, those lights started flashing, and it was like, they come down right a freaking way. It's like, gee, thank you. Consistency much? But I don't run into that too often. That's why I'm not familiar with it. And that was a really big mistake on my part. If I was out on the main, if I was out driving this myself, I could easily just have looked over the window and seen, oh, there is a train coming. I should probably just stop here and wait it out. You know? Because I don't mess around with train tracks. I'm not one of those people that like try and fly across the train track to beat the thing coming down or anything like that. You know, I actually, even before I got a CDL, I respected the train tracks very much. Of course, by the time I got CDL, the only train track I had to respect was a train that went 5 miles per hour. But then again, I went over that, yeah. Somehow a dirt hauling truck got into an accident with a 5 mile an hour moving train on the only track on the island, and it actually managed to push the truck over. Not sure how that happened. Not sure how the train operator didn't see that he was about to collide with the truck and stop. You're only going 5 miles an hour, and it's not like it's a heavy train. It's a tourist train. So it has like 3 tourist hauling cars on it. Yeah, so it's a tourist train. So it's not like you can't hit the brake and stop really short. Even with that, you know, even with that behind it. And then I don't know how the truck thought it was fine in getting by the train. What I really don't understand is how the truck ended up on its side after the collision. That truly blew my mind. Be careful. We're gathering speed here, and we have a fairly significant corner coming up. And we don't want to have a repeat. I mean, we've already had 2 bad things happen on this run. And this is a short run. Yeah. Alright, so that corner wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but better safe than sorry at this point, for sure. Better safe than sorry always, but just considering what I've gone through, much better safe than sorry right now. I'm like trying to keep it in this gear just because we have these corners to deal with here, and we're going to be turning soon, so I don't see much reason to go much faster. Yeah, the uphill is going to slow us down so we can make this corner very, very safely. Now, I've driven on this road before, but as you can see, from this point on, I actually went left, and from here, I'll actually be going right. This is the divergence in paths that we have from the last time we went this way to the city that we're going to now. I think we'll be all right. Probably shouldn't have skipped a gear there, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we're gonna be all right. Closing in on our destination, 52 kilometers out, actually just about 50 kilometers out now. It says 49 in-game minutes. It's probably like 2, 3, maybe even 5 real minutes. Hopefully we have a decent parking area. Just gonna brake gently coming down here. Try and give our speed a little more reasonability, especially for these corners. Alright, that went reasonably well. And we're going to have another corner here. Directional on a bit too early, but whatever. I don't see anything coming from that direction. I do see a car coming from the other direction though. Go. Now I got to be extra cautious coming up here. Looks like we have a fairly sharp corner up ahead. I didn't get a speeding ticket there, fortunately. There's a dog standing like a statue. It must be a hunting dog, pointing something out. Really, speed cameras abound here, huh? Might have put my directional on. Yeah, this is a sharp corner. Followed by another sharp corner. So I'm really glad I slowed down for these. We'll just take a run at this hill in 8th gear. I must say the last little leg of this journey here is definitely an interesting one, with the hills and corners and the bumps are a little rough for sure. With any luck, we no more speed bumps though. I'd like to avoid any speed bumps. Waiting for the bus at almost midnight. Oh, this is a Roundabout. Rotary. Gearing's too low. Still too low. That's alright. Looks like we have a Scania dealership here. No, Volvo. Okay, they just have a Scania sitting outside. And then we turn here. By the looks of it. Looks like we'll have an okay back in. There's no pile of boxes or anything over there. Not what I meant to do, but whatever. My wife just got attacked by a roach.
Help me.
It ran off, huh? Yes, it's an unfortunate truth here in Hawaii. There are roach problems, no matter where you are, no matter where you live. Can I get this on the first shot, please? Yes, good enough. Not bad, not bad. So we get a satisfactory delivery.
Is he on me?
I told you it ran off.
How do you know?
I saw it.
Clean.
Pardon me. So 5% penalty, 4% of that due to the fact that we got rear-ended, but so that's beyond my control. Still not bad. So evaluation. Again, in a vanilla game, this truck will do fine. 25 tons to being your heaviest load. In a modded game, you really should mod in a stronger engine and a better chassis. You really should. Because if you don't, well, you saw how it's going to go. It performed a bit better than the premium, but not by all that much. If I'm to be straight with you, as much as I love the Renault and as much as I love the premium and in the Magnum even that much more, in terms of performance in a modded game, at least with heavy trailer and heavy climbs, I would actually have to rate the Renaults the lowest, under Iveco and DAF, for sure. At least in terms of high-end trucks. So beginner trucks and mid-range trucks, they're great. And in a vanilla game, they'll do just fine. But in terms of and most people, almost everyone who gets this game eventually mods it. I don't know anyone who just continues to play the straight vanilla game. Yeah, in terms of the what you got to put in the game, no. No, overall, the Renault and the Magnum and the Premium, although start fairly strong, really fall off in terms of high-end trucks and heavier loads. So I'm really going to have to downgrade them in their high rankings to probably the worst trucks that you can drive. With no upgradable chassis, only a 480 horsepower engine available with 2,400 newton meters for your engine torque. That's just not enough to tackle the heavy hauls. So there you go. There's that. And it's sad because I really like the Renaults, but it is what it is, and there's not much more that you can do about it. Alright, folks, that's going to be me done for this one. Until next time, if you could leave a comment, rate, and subscribe, I would be forever grateful. And yeah, I know, showing here real quick the chassis. I'll tackle that in the next video. We're going to change the chassis, okay? You'll see when I go over the man truck. But yeah, if you could leave a comment, rate, and subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated. Next time, of course, we're going to tackle the man truck. Until then, folks, this is One Big Bugger signing out, and I'll see you then.